There are a lot of upcoming mods to be excited for Path of Titans, so today I've compiled 10 plus 2 honourable mentions, mods that I'm very excited for and you should be excited for as well, from aquatics to flies and of course a whole load of land playables as well, so let's get right into it. Let's start this off with the biggest spider ever. Well, technically it doesn't exist, and if it's going off any movies it's definitely been beaten, but in Path of Titans this thing beats the little tiny spider shader that currently exists. This is the Giga Arachne, and did I tell you that this has camouflage and can climb up walls? Well, yeah, this massive spider is a mod that is coming from the Exargula team, coming after their giant ant that's currently already released that you can play on right now. So if you want a current glimpse, this ant is probably the best bet. This currently looks like a giant tarantula. It used to look like a giant jumping spider, so yeah, it won't be changing anytime soon, and this mod will be coming with a plethora of abilities as well. The best one was recently teased, and that was the fact it could go invisible. A full showcase of this was recently released on the Exargula YouTube channel, showing a bunch of animations, locomotion, and more. Equally, if you want the size, this thing will be big. There's a size comparison here on the screen now, comparing it to Eotriceratops and Latanovenatrix. This is being made by Rogue Terror, who's part of Exargula. It will be a carnivore and on land, and its current progress is that there's 32 out of the 40 tasks complete on its Trello. A very good mod to start this list on, but we're just getting started. Last time I covered Megalodon, we covered MNGWA's Megalodon. However, since then, it's currently on hold. But that doesn't stop another big shark coming to the game, another Megalodon, because another group is making a Megalodon. This is the Pandora mod team, and they're currently making our favourite giant shark. This is a mod team I've technically showcased on the channel before, with an Ichthyovenator being showcased recently. The Megalodon is huge, and this mod will be just as big. There's a video showcasing specifically a look of its fin compared to a Uranosaurus, and also next to a Spinosaurus showcasing it's bigger than obviously both of them. The Megalodon is currently in active development with a lot of animations shown, however there is still a long way to go before this Goliath prowls the waterways of Gondwar. This has been made by the Pandora mod team. Its diet will be carnivore, it will be aquatic, and it's got 16 out of 44 tasks in its development completed. While there are 2 upcoming Ichthyovenators, I had to pick one for this, and this one is technically the furthest away. This is Primal Wrath's Ichthyovenator, made by Fortress and Blood of a Draco, and this is one that we know in great detail. This will be a mid-tier Spinosaurid which will fit nicely into the game's roster, being a good contender in the water and on the land as well. This is a semi-aquatic survivalist that is slated to have 39 abilities for it, with vocal abilities like Vice Grip that allows it to take oxygen off of its opponents, or Tidal Rumble, which is a vocal ability that increases oxygen drain and reduces stamina. The model for this mod is insanely gorgeous, and there are currently a lot of skins already made for it. This is probably one of the most anticipated mods on the list. Being made by the Wrath of the Goliath team. It's a carnivore and will be semi-aquatic, and it's got 19 out of 36 tasks complete on the Trello. Coming in next is one of the biggest carnivores of all time. This is portrayed nicely in Path of Titans, and of course, it's Reptiliano's Carcharodontosaurus. This will have a lot of species. For example, it will represent many other Carcharodontosaurus relatives like Taurovenator, Giganotosaurus, Tyrannotitan, Mapusaurus, and more. It's going to have them all into one mega mod. This mod is beautiful, from the model and texturing to its sound design. The creators have put in a lot of love and care into this beast, and it shows. It will have a wide array of awesome abilities. For example, you'll be able to have Warding Stance, which is a shoulder bash ability that will send players flying if they're not careful. This is being made by El Reptiliano. It's a carnivore and it's going to be on land, and recently it entered testing with animations, movement and skins being tested, but it's in early testing. We're hopping into the world of fantasy dinosaurs at number 6 because this is Deinocheirus. This is Phalong's creation, a random Centaurian Stegosaurus that is a Gondwana native. But this isn't any normal stegosaur. No. This becomes a water-based forager adapting semi-aquatic tendencies. This is a herbivore that can fish, but also eat plants and algae that's in the water. It's got extremely long claws and is a medium-sized herbivore that would be around 8 meters long. This guy can become bipedal as well, using its tail to help it reach up in the trees and get leaves from there. And it doesn't have the fabled phagomizers that stegosaurs usually have. Its tail has fused and become more like a crocodile-like paddle tail instead. This is the start of a speculative evolution project from Primal Rafts, which will make more creatures like this in the future. It's gonna be an awesome semi-aquatic herbivore, and I've always said we need more of these. It's been made by Phalong and the Primal Rafts team. It's a herbivore and a semi-aquatic and is in its concept stages. We're diving under the waterways for number 5. This is something that's coming from the Archaic Eons Forgotten Era branch. This is Deinocheirus, and I've definitely mispronounced that one. If you don't know what this is, it's a giant eurypterid from the Devonian age. It was massive, like bigger than a human in its length. This had massive pincers as well on the front of it, and the creature itself could have reached up to 2.6 meters in length. This was recently revealed to be close to testing, with some news in the form of teasers coming from the Archaic Eons Discord the other day. This has been made by the Forgotten Era branch of the Archaic Eons team. It's going to be aquatic, likely a carnivore. It's got 22 out of 42 tasks complete, and it's close to being testing. A new sauropod stomps into the game, specifically one that is smaller than the other sauropods in the game. This is Euhelopus, and it's coming in at number 4. This was revealed by a trailer made by Redis Panda, and well, in terms of the other teasers, we don't actually have much to show for it. We have a size comparison which was showcased with it next to a Tyranotitan, showing it to be relatively small. You know, the Tyranotitan goes up to its shoulder, which means this is going to be a small guy, and then you compare it to an Argentinosaurus, and it's even smaller. Equally, we have actually seen the baby of this mod, and it's adorable. Like, it literally is melting my heart. And if it doesn't melt your heart, then you're evil. You naughty, evil dinosaur baby hater. I see you there. Now, this is being made by Leumus and Clayton. It's a herbivore that will be on the land, and I'm unsure on the progress. Last time I covered it, it was in some form of early testing. We're moving back to the semi-aquatic herbivores with the Victorian's Great Ceratopsian, because this is the Argophalmus, and I cannot wait for this one. It's a fantastical take on a dubious Ceratopsian. This guy will have a semi-aquatic gameplay style where it's stronger near the water's edge, kind of like Deinocheirus, but this will be a beast. It will have 32 abilities like Tsunami Stomp, which is a heavy area of effect attack that deals 25% more damage if you are wet, or Victorian's Vigor, which is an attack that deals high bleed and high damage, or even Widowmaker, which is a goring headbutt attack that will quickly dispatch your opponents. The Argophalmus looks absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait to see this one in the game because it will fit the roster well. It stands out compared to its Ceratopsian counterparts in the game. Like, look at the model, look at the curved horns, the spikes, and the overall aggression of this build. It's so cool. It's being made by Absentia. It's a herbivore, and it'll be a semi-aquatic. It's in some form of testing towards the latter stages at the moment. Now, this is probably one of the most anticipated dinosaurs that I've covered in my recent videos. This is the 2000s era Spinosaurus that is being made by Roscor, and it comes in at number 2 on the list. All we have to show of it is literally this teaser image, but it's racked up a lot of fanfare. The detailing on the model is gorgeous. I love how it's still got the thick tail that the modern depictions of the Spino have, but keeping that 2000s vibe. It's a completely different look to the current Spinosaurus, which has got a TLC and looks absolutely beautiful. So it's a nice counter to that. It allows both Spinos to stand worlds apart and still be a Spinosaurus, and I'd bet the gameplay style for this mod, it was going to be completely different as well, compared to what the Spino TLC is offering in terms of more area of effect base and defensive attacks. I could see this one being more bleed focused. This is being made by Rosport. It's going to be a carnivore, semi-aquatic, and has 3 out of 45 tasks complete on its development. Now, we have technically 3 honourable mentions here. We have 2 Titanoboas. The first one is the Divine Beast Titanoboa, which is the one you all know and love. It's a really awesome looking snake, but the issue is it's a little while away in its development. It's got quite a few creatures coming before it. Now, there is also the Pandora Titanoboa, which I mentioned the team from earlier when I talked about Megalodon. It's currently in active development alongside their Pteranodon, Spinosaurus, and Megalodon. And while I don't have much to show aside from the images that I have on the screen now, this is in active development and will probably come out before the earlier mentioned Titanoboa. Now, the final honourable mention is the Velociraptor from the Inventum team. Technically, Inventum's a new team, but this is a team with pedigree. You've got people like Erebus in this team who are absolutely awesome and very talented people, and so this is going to fit in alongside the smaller raptors like Deinocheirus and Latin Venetrix, and yes, Latin isn't a raptor. This little guy looks absolutely adorable. The model is great. The shots of it in game look great too. And let's be honest, who doesn't love Velociraptor? It's one of the most famous dinosaurs out there, and I'm shocked it's taken until now for it to come to the game. Now, the final mod is Cuteness Overload. This is our little baby Deinocheirus. This, to me, is my most anticipated mod because it's probably the most unique looking dinosaur. Well, it's not even a dinosaur, it's the most unique looking pterosaur out of the bunch. This guy kind of just sets a mold for himself. He's a tiny little guy, and by tiny, he's smaller than a ramp, literally, and it will be the smallest pterosaur in the game, one of the smallest playables in the game as well. This has been made by Flow. It will be a flyer, I'm not sure on the diet, probably a carnivore or an omnivore, and its progress I'm not too sure on, but there's plenty of video teasers of it in game, so I'm assuming it's in like some form of early test. And there you have it, everybody. There's the mods, top 10 mods coming to the game. If you want to check out another video, check out this mod news that I released the other day. If you want to stay in the loop for mods, that's a good video for you. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all later. Have a great day. Peace.